Have you been thinking about buying a home, but the process seems a little overwhelming? Or maybe you bought a home in the past, but you need a quick refresher. If either one of those is you, stay tuned for this video. The first step in the home buying process is to find a real estate agent that you like and trust. Now, as a buyer, hiring a realtor is no cost to you. The home seller pays the commission for both their agent and the buyer's agent. It's important to find a realtor that you vibe with and is willing to take the time to thoroughly explain the home buying process to you. Now, you're going to give your realtor a list of must-haves and must-not-haves for your home so they can begin searching for homes that meet your criteria. And if you're not currently working with the lender, the realtor will refer you to one that they know does great work, which leads us to the second step of the home buying process, getting pre-approved. The second part of the home buying process is to get pre-approved with a lender. This part is crucial and is absolutely a step that you should not skip. First of all, the pre-approval is going to let you know how much you can borrow. Secondly, many sellers will not even let you walk through their home unless your agent is able to provide them with a pre-approval letter. Now, an additional benefit to being pre-approved is going to allow you to be able to make a home offer ASAP because you already know that the bank will approve you for your loan. Sometimes people will fall in love with a house but not be pre-approved. And the danger in doing that is they want to make an offer, but they can't do so because they're not pre-approved. Now, being pre-approved can take 1 to 2 days to happen. So by the time you're waiting on getting pre-approved, somebody else has snatched up the house and the seller and is under contract, and you no longer are able to get your dream home. Now, a couple things in regards to getting pre-approved that you want to avoid prior to doing getting pre-approved or doing after is increasing your debt. Increasing your debt is going to affect your debt to income ratio, which is a big part of the pre-approval. And additionally, if you can at all costs, avoid switching jobs. Your lender is going to look for a steady job history, and that's going to help them feel more comfortable with your ability to be able to pay back the loan. Now, after you finish looking at homes and you found that one home that you absolutely fallen in love with, you can imagine your family living there for years and creating all kinds of memories, comes the fourth part of the process, the offer. This is where your real estate agent is going to be very helpful. Your real estate agent is going to pull a list of similar homes in the area that have recently sold. That way you can have an idea of the fair market value of that home. Additionally, your real estate agent will be able to reach out to the seller's agent and find out what kind of terms that the seller is looking for. For example, a seller may want a 30-day closing, but may need a little extra time in the house. So you can do a 30-day closing and then potentially rent it back to them for the extra amount of days that they want to stay in the home. So these are kind of things that your real estate agent will be able to help you with in regards to negotiating and writing that contract. After your offer is accepted comes the due diligence period. The requirements and length of this period vary upon what was written in the contract, but some typical things that are required during the due diligence period are home inspection, home appraisal, and the title check. Now, the home inspection will give you an insight on what repairs need to be done, and you'll have an opportunity to negotiate repairs with the seller. Usually a day before the closing, you and your agent will walk through the home to verify the repairs were made and that there isn't any obvious new damage that has occurred. In regards to the appraisal, a professional third-party appraiser will provide the lender an opinion of the home's value. Now, lenders will not loan over the appraised value. Therefore, if the appraised value is lower than your contract price, you will be required to cover the difference in value. If your contract is contingent or dependent upon the appraisal, then you'll have an option to cancel the contract. And the title check is performed by a lawyer or a title company. It verifies that the seller has the right to sell the home and there is no one else from the past who has a claim to ownership of the property. Once everything is cleared during the due diligence period, your loan will be funded and you'll be waiting on closing day. Thanks for tuning in to this brief overview of the home buying process. Now, keep in mind, there may be more steps based upon where you are, but that's the general process of buying a home. If you like this video, please hit the like button or subscribe depending on where you're looking at this from. And Thanks for tuning in.